Hello everyone. I'm making this video today because Microsoft recently released Flight Simulator 2020, and if you're like me, you have CH Products Flight Sim Yoke and Pro pedals, and it's not showing anything in the options when you try to set up the game controller. So this is a little tutorial on how to get things set up. So first, what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to search for game controllers, and a window like this will pop up, which will show your yoke and your pedals. If you click on each one and go into properties, it'll show this screen here, a test screen. As you click each button, it tells you which one it's assigned to, what number it's assigned to. So you're going to want to click each button that you're going to want to use and record the number or the axis. If I push in on the yoke or pull back on the yoke, you'll notice the x-axis is moving, or actually the y-axis is moving. So you're going to want to notate that and use every single one of your buttons and that you're going to want to assign. Do the same thing for the pedals. So down here I have my pedals, and as I press each pedal, you can see the z-axis moving, or if I press the brake, the y-axis for the right and the x-axis for the left brake pedal. So after you've recorded all of your buttons and yoke and all your settings that you want to make, you go into Flight Simulator 2020, go under Options and Controllers. You'll notice that these two appear. Now you should see these. The system should recognize them, and when you click on it, it should show blank. It may be blank. You'll want to restart Flight Simulator as administrator, and then you should see everything, but you'll notice that each box is empty. If you go into a box, so say we wanted to assign a number to this particular option, you click into it and you can search the input. So it'll be down here in your axis. It'll show, and basically you'll click on the one you want to assign it to and then click validate, and it'll assign it. In this case, I'm going to cancel it. I've assigned all the buttons that I want, so I can click on assigned in my case and go over to the Flight Sim yoke, and here is the settings I have. So cockpit internal view, I selected 10, so it's one of my red buttons. It's the lower red button on the left side of the yoke. As you can see, here's all the buttons, the hat, and the joystick. The L joystick L, that's on the yoke, except for one of them is actually the throttle. And then you can see all the axes. So let's see how I have assigned these. If I get on out of this, I cancel. So here's my assignment. So I have 10, the control surfaces. I've assigned the primary control surface, the ailerons, on the axis. Make sure you use the axis, and it'll get rid of any of that lag or jitterness that you're seeing. And assign the joystick L axis X. Elevators are joystick L axis Y. Decrease flaps, increase flaps. I have the trim control assigned to the switch on the left side of the yoke. Landing gear. Power management is my mixture. And my throttle, which I've reversed, so it's more accurately what is used in like a Cessna 172 or Cessna 182. Now you'll notice here I'm moving joystick L axis Z, which is what I would have as a throttle in like X-Plane. And after you assign it, you should be able to move that and it'll move on your screen. Let's go back up to the ailerons. As I'm moving the actual yoke right and left, you should see it display right and left. Flaps 5, I'm just going to click the flaps button. That's increase, decrease. So you'll know you got it right. You'll want to make sure of course your yoke and your pedals have to be plugged in order to see this and to work with this. My last buttons I've got assigned at the moment are my radio comms and number 9 for transmit. On the pedals, I had to set the brakes, joystick L, axis X, joystick L, axis Y, and my rudder pedals. Make sure again you set the rudder to the axis and not the actual, there's another setting in there for rudder, just use the axis. And that's set to joystick L, axis Z. Hit apply and save, and that should apply, and you should be able to use your CH Products Flight Sim Yoke and Pro pedals. Thank you.